Ray Byers Jr. at Byers Solatube, here with the guys from Solatube, James and Gabe.
This is our whole house fan. Putting one of these in your home is really a game changer. It takes out all those pet odors, allergens and germs and stuff that build up in your home when you close it up in the wintertime. And you can turn this on occasionally and suck all that stuff out and get nice fresh air in your home. And it really coincides with what we do at Solatube, which is bringing the health and energy efficiency of what's already outdoors into our home. We would run ours typically 3, 4, 5 hours a day in the evening, and not only you'll get the house cooled off in 10-15 minutes, but you're getting all that latent heat out of the insulation and the wood and the mass of your home, so that you're cooling your attic and giving yourself a chance the next day to keep your house cool longer as the sun starts to heat your attic back up. But you definitely want to run it for a longer period of time to get that latent heat out of your home. And what's cool is in the wintertime, people think, well, I'm not going to run this because it's cold outside. It might be 20, 30, 40 degrees, right? But by opening your windows up for just five minutes, running the fan, bringing some fresh air into your home that's healthier fresh air, so that the stale air, the pet odors, everything else isn't building up in your home. And the EPA actually covers this quite a bit in saying that indoor air has more pollutants in it and can be more dangerous than any polluted outside air in the United States. Changing over your air in your home is really important. And then because of that, you've had your heater on in the wintertime at 72 degrees in your home, that heat comes right back.
Right.
So the same effect, talking about running it longer in the summer to get that heat out, you're also okay in the wintertime getting fresh air in, because that air in your home will heat up right away in the wintertime. You don't have to be scared of the cold outside.
Right.
Just bring in the fresh, healthy air.
So what we tell folks not to do in the summer is only run it for 15 minutes because it doesn't cool down the walls. We want them to do in the wintertime so that it cools down the air but not the walls. The fans themselves are very quiet. When you mention running the fan all night, sometimes in those warmer climates, by running them all night, you think, oh great, it's gonna keep me up at night. But it's really not. I mean, it has a slight hum like any fan would, but it's not something that you really notice. It kind of fades away.
Our engineering team's really played with the size of the aperture, the type of grate that we put on the ceiling, the insulation in the ducting that's up top there. The fan blades, you'll see we've got a 5-blade system in here. Everything's powder coated, really nice high quality construction. But every piece of this fan adds to that noise. We've got a 7-foot insulated duct on the back here. And that 7-foot insulated duct is what keeps the fan noise away. When we shorten that up, we notice we get some fan noise down below where you are. If we extend it far enough, really all you're hearing is the air rushing through that aperture. So the team spent a lot of time on that, and that light white noise, I mean, it's like your air conditioner the intake of your air conditioner being on in your home, to give people an idea of what type of sound we're talking about. I like it. I'll hit the 1-hour delay on the remote and fall asleep to it because it's just out in my hallway, and it just creates that really nice light white noise, blocks out a little bit of the neighborhood noise when my window's open and that nice breeze is coming in.
Now you have a digital remote that allows us to turn on and off, and also set time parameters within that.
Windows need to be open in order to turn this is an extremely powerful fan, and when your windows are shut down, you turn this on. If you have it set on an auto timer, your fireplace is the next best thing that draws air from outside, and you'll come home to a real nice mess at your house. Make sure you've got windows open when you're running it.
With the whole house fans, one thing I've noticed is they're not mounted like the old style, where the motor's right on your ceiling lid and vibrating the whole house.
Every little piece of the whole system is designed that way to take those out. So from how the damper box is mounted to the strap we actually use halfway up on the ducting is a wider strap as well that helps not collapse the duct, keeps it open, but supports it to keep the airflow at a nice curvature. Some of the new designs we're doing on the boxes is giving us better flow so we don't have that duct collapse on us. Both from an installation, from a vibration, from a noise, we've really looked at every piece of this product and tried to make sure it's best in market.
And you mentioned the grate. The intake grate, that is very small in size, so we're able to fit between traditional size rafters, which makes it great for our team as we're doing the install, makes it to where we can be in the attic for a very short period of time, really be in the house for a short period of time. We're not having to structurally change anything in the home.
Sure, and the insulation aspect's important. And you mentioned the speed of coming into the home, which I think is almost the Solatube way, is our company is all about coming into the home, making a change that is extremely dramatic. The customer goes, wow, thank you so much. You brought light into my dark hallway or my dark kitchen, or you brought fresh air, cool air into my home, and we're in there for an hour, 2 hours, right? And it's boom, boom, your home's changed, and high customer service, take care of the customer, and we're out. So the whole house fan is why that fits so well with our business. And the grill, also in our business, we want stuff to look good, right? We want it to be beautiful in your home. And so the grill is a very elegant grill. A lot of the heater intakes and stuff have those more longer horizontal slats in them, and you can see through a lot more. Square grill that we've got with the very small square intakes just looks great on the home. There's no screws, it's a screwless face. You can actually pop the inside of that grill out. It's a friction-free grill, put it in your dishwasher, rinse off, because you are doing high flow air, so that grill will get some dust and dirt attached to it. You pop it out, you put it in the dishwasher, you pop it back in. You don't have to unscrew anything.
Didn't even think of that. That's a great way to make it nice and easy for a homeowner to tend to that, to clean that.
Yeah, much easier. And then you've got those damper doors and you'll hear we call them the bongo drums back in the office, but when you turn your fan off, it takes a second, and then you'll hear those doors kind of go boom, 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 and they create that little noise, which almost sometimes you can't hear the fan. And so when you turn that off, it's the only indicator that your fan actually shut off.
Right.
And it's kind of a funny little noise, and then you're sealed up in terms of keeping the home air and the attic air separate. Those are R6 insulated doors that are on there that keep that when it's not running.
The doors, as they shut down, do that bongo approach, bongo effect, if you will. One of the things I do like about the Solatube thought process on those doors is they're non-mechanical, meaning we don't have to worry about an additional part to replace in due time or a motor that's driving them closed. It's gravity. Gravity always works. And that's one of the beautiful parts about the system is really trying to take all the mechanical aspects to a bare minimum. Obviously we have to have a motor to drive the fan, but let's limit the motors if we can, and I really appreciate that approach.
Yeah, keep it simple. It's kind of like the remote, right? Keep it simple wherever possible, and make sure it works well for all of our customers.
So Gabe, we've been talking a lot here, kind of excluding you. James and I are having a little bit of fun.
New friends, yeah, absolutely.
So, you know, you've been a Solatube for a while. You've been around Solatube for even longer. What have you kind of seen as that transitionary approach here?
I think for us, it's about the partnerships. Our premier dealers, such as yourselves, that we're about changing people's relationships with their home. And so we bring in natural light. We do that work. We've had a ventilation department where we're able to ventilate that attic, but it's continuing to think and redesign how we can improve that relationship with the space that we spend so much time in, whether it's at home with the family or it's sleeping, what we can do to improve the lives and the convenience factor that you talked about too of the care that our premier dealers take.
Thank you for kind of giving us a quick rundown of the whole house fan, Solar Star Attic fan, as well as the Solatube product. Greatly appreciate it.
Absolutely. Our pleasure. Thank you so much.
And keep on innovating. We love it. Thank you, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to click the link below, and we'd be more than happy to answer any of your questions. Also, follow us on Facebook and YouTube, even Instagram.